We advise the opinions and views of the hosts and guests do not reflect those of the station.
Magandang umaga sa inyo lahat. Welcome again to isang episode on wellness sa Usapang Kalusugan. Si Brother Ray Orosa ay hindi makadating dito kaya ako ngayon ang inyong host. I'm Vic Chua and this morning we have a very exciting topic, discussion on tinatawag na nutritional supplementation or dietary supplement. Itong umaga nito, we are going to bring you knowledge of how to alagahan natin ang ating katawan through the right supplementation and prevent diseases. And I'm happy to inform you that for this we have invited ating kaibigan si Dr. Chanita Villegas Chua to join us in this discussion. Dr. Chua, welcome to our show. And we hope we are going to have a lot of wonderful discussion as well as mga reaction from our TV audience na tungkol sa itong mga magandang topic na it's actually very vital in our daily activities, in our lifestyle. So today, we are going to take up what is actually nutritional supplementation. Why is it na importante sa atin? With the present trend of yung advance in science, halimbawa, even sa agriculture, we see that there are so many shortcomings that some time ago, ang question ng US government, bakit ang mga tao ay ang kanyang lifespan ay naging nasa 45 to 50 years old. No? Kaya dahil sa ganon, they made a thorough study on bakit kaya nagkakaganon ang lifespan noon. Well, the Bible says, ang gene natin ay nasa 120 years. No? So, in other words, bakit kaya ganon? So, they come out with a lot of studies and they found out that it is because of the lack of the right nutrition. And that causes
accelerated aging.
Unnecessary shortcomings. So, that's where they come out with the RDA. Yeah? Ang dapat sa atin na halimbawa minimum RDA. No? So, Doktora, can you share with us about that RDA na sinasabi niya?
Yun na nga, no? Because of yung lifespan nga no, ng tao ay umiiksi. Diyan nagsisimula talaga yung mga supplementation. No? So, yun doon po na imbento no, yung mga RDA, supplementation, how much of the for example, vitamin C you require in a day or vitamin A that you require in a day. So, doon po nagsimula yan. No? But yun na nga, when we talk about supplementation, meron po tayong mga tinatawag na natural at meron din po tayong tinatawag na synthetic. parang mga gamot. No? So, anyway, when we say that something is natural, simple lang. No? When you read the labels, dapat may pangalan ng tanim. So, for example, dapat may spirulina, may barley, may wheatgrass, and so forth, no? So, usually, when we talk about mga synthetic, no, na supplementation, actually, mga 90 to 95% of the supplements that are sold no, in the market today we call them synthetic, no? And meron ngang iba na they also label themselves as natural supplements. Kasi sa ruling po ng Food and Drug Administration, basta may laman ka lang 10% na natural, pwede mo na i-claim natural yung product mo.
So yung regulated daily allowance came out because of the shortcoming ng mga tao
Yeah,
tinitik nila.
nutritional deficiencies.
Ganun din ang kinakain nila,
Yes,
pero
oo.
may kakulangan.
Yes, that's
Why?
right.
Because of the depletion of nature.
Nature, yeah.
No? Ganun din kinakain mo eh. Pero may kakulangan, hindi sapat sa ating
Actually, it's not just the depletion of nature, no. Based on the data that are yung mga nandito ngayon, yung for example like minerals, no. The minerals are depleted already, no. Based on study ito, no, sa mga plants, for example. So for the last how many years, they noted that pababa ng pababa yung mineral content ng mga gulay natin. It is because the soils are eroded, no? Because the minerals are found on the top layer of the soil. So like in the US, for example, dati nasa 21 inches, no? Yung top layer, ngayon nasa 6 inches na lang. So you could imagine the depletion also of the minerals na nandoon sa top layer, no? Ng ating mga soil. And yun naman, yung mga vitamins usually they are also dependent on the mineral content, no, of the soil kasi makakagawa ka lang naman ng vitamins din sa plants kung tama din yung mineral content doon sa soil.
Correct.
So through the years nagkaroon po tayo ng kahit anong kain natin ng gulay because I have many patients, no, they say na bakit ako may diabetes, bakit ako high blood, gulay lang naman ang kinakain ko. Pero yun na nga, hindi siya sapat eh. Because even if we eat, no, vegetables on a daily basis, but yun na nga, yung content, no, ng nutrients doon mismo sa gulay, kulang na rin.
So here comes the importance of the micro and the macro. Micronutrients and the macro. Ibig sabihin micro, yung mga minerals, yung mga pino,
Yeah,
and the macro, yung mga amino acid, yung mga
amino
protina,
acids, mga
yun ang
protina.
yun ang ano. So, kailangan may
Balance
balance.
talaga, yeah.
Hindi pwedeng
Balance.
halimbawa
Yes.
na bibigyan mo ng amino acid lang.
Yeah, amino
katulad
acid
halimbawa infusion sa hospital.
Yes,
no?
that's
Which is
right.
actually one thing that turn us to think. No? Why is it na halimbawa, ganun ang practice nila? No? Now, the point here is, they were, in the medical school, the nutritional subjects are so limited.
Yeah, limited.
Di ba?
Yeah.
Kaya ngayon, paano nila it is because of katulad ninyo, na you pursue further studies, you see the need, so therefore, ang mangyayari noon, you now try to see that, hey, look, we will not be able to solve the problem unless we have a certain balance.
Yeah,
Which actually in the old traditional science, even in traditional Chinese medicine,
yeah.
Importante ang balancing with these two fingers, di ba?
Yeah, mga yin and yang.
Yeah, di ba?
Yeah.
The same is true with Ayurvedic.
Yes,
Ganun
Ayurvedic.
din ginagawa nila. So, here comes a thing to be reminded. No? Ang importante, balanse sa inyong kinakain. Now, kahit na sasabihin ng balanse inyong kinakain, maaari ding halimbawa yung kinakain nyo, katulad ng depleted soil, hindi mo makikita hindi mo makukuha the right vitamin C. That is, before ang orange, ang vitamin C niya ganito, ngayon hindi na.
Hindi na, yeah.
So here you see the need for additional or supplementation. Ang tawag nila, dietary supplement.
Dietary supplements.
Now, Doktora, isang magandang tanong, ay what is the cause of the the inability or let's say of the farmers to be able to come up with the right product that they are supposed to be?
Oh, it's because of the farming techniques also, no? So, through the years kasi, usually most of the tawag dito, yung mga fertilizers, no, na ginagamit po ng mga farmers natin, they contain what we call NPK, no? So, NPK, which stands for sodium, potassium, and nitrogen. So, kung talagang titingnan natin, tatlo lang po yan sa nutrients na nilalagay nila halos taon-taon yan. But we should remember na even soil needs a balance, no, of also micronutrients for it to be healthy. Kasi itong mga to, yan na yung na-absorb sa mga plants natin. So just imagine if you just put a limited amount of nutrients to the soil, then of course, limited lang din yung ma-absorb din ng mga plants natin. No? So that's why. Tapos, ang nangyayari pa, yung mga ibang minerals nga, kasi hindi balanced, no, yung mga nutrients, so to speak, no, na nilalagay po natin sa soil, lalo nagiging imbalance din yung mga nandoon din po sa mga tanim.
So here here nakikita mo na ang the soil is deficient, so what you get
Yeah.
is deficient.
Yes, that's
Di ba?
right.
No wonder yung sinasabi nila, na wheatgrass, no, na ang kanyang ugat ay napakalalim.
Napakalalim.
No?
Yes.
And so in other words, diyan makikita mong napakataas ang kanyang micronutrients,
Micronutrients.
especially the minerals, no. And here is where you see na halimbawa, as the science progresses, no, then we have some setbacks or compromise. By the way, nagkamali akong ma-introduce kay Doktora. The Doktora finished her doctorate, her medicine sa Cebu Institute of Medicine.
Opo.
And kanyang excitement, she pursue her further studies sa Jefferson University in Philadelphia on fetal medicine. Ang lalim naman ito. Yung mahilig mo. At the same time, pumunta siya sa other concern on fetal medicine. So in your experiences, no, how come from a fetal environment na naging nutritional approach mo? That's one thing I was thinking about kanina pa.
Yeah. Yun na nga, no, actually, my dad, no, he told me before when I shifted to what we call alternative or natural medicine, he was really very angry, no, with me. Kasi nga, sabi niya, anak, ano ba yan, no, ginastusan kita, napakamahal ng ginastos ko sa'yo para mag-aral ka lang ng medisina, pinapunta pa kita ng Amerika, tapos ang bagsak mo lang pala maging albularya ka, no? So,
sa kanila, albularya.
Oo, ano. So, actually, I did not just wake up, no, and say, oh, I want this, no. It came through trials talaga, no, through the years, because I had been sick, no, since I was 12 years old, no. I had what we call juvenile arthritis, no. So from the word juvenile, it is something that you acquired when you were young, and of course, when you read about it in medicine, it is one disease that sabi nga wala daw lunas. So actually, that was also the reason why I had to pursue medicine, because all my doctors told me that I cannot be cured of my juvenile arthritis, no? So I was on so many drugs to relieve my pain, no? So I became a doctor to, of course, supposedly to cure myself, but unfortunately, I was not able to cure myself, no? So yun na nga, kaya naglanding ako sa alternative, because it came to a point that I was already advised to have back surgery.
Oh, back surgery.
Because my spinal column was so stiff, I could not sometimes walk anymore. I was debilitated. So my orthopedic surgeon said, you need bakal na daw, no, to straighten up your back.
That's a very interesting thing.
Yeah, so I was very afraid, no, of going through the surgery, because I know the complications, no, of going through a spinal cord operation.
Right.
So that's why I sought other alternative, no. So that's how I came across yung mga alternative.
Can you share with us ano nangyari?
Yun na nga, through the years na of taking so many drugs, especially pain relievers, steroids, I had mga complications already, mga side effects of the steroids and the pain relievers. So I had bleeding peptic ulcers, I had hemorrhoids, I had kidney stones, repeated UTIs, I had insomnia, I had headache, I had so many things already, no? I was taking like 12 drugs in a day already, no? So, to the point na, yun na nga, hindi na talaga siya na-cure nga ng drugs, because my body was stiffening all over. So, especially my spinal column, no? So,
Nag-deteriorate, no?
yeah, oo. So, yun. Plus, I had osteopenia na because of, yun na nga, because I was taking a lot of pain relievers, the side effect, of course, of which is also osteopenia. So, the more it aggravated the pain, no, that I suffered in my back. So that's when parang, alam mo, it came to a point na parang galit ka na nga sa Diyos eh. Parang gano'n na. Because, you know, yun na nga, sabi ko, pinadoktor mo pa ako eh, sarili ko ngang sakit, arthritis lang nga, hindi ko kayang gamutin, pumunta pa ako ng Amerika, no? I had this specialization on fetal therapy, no? Supposedly to cure babies while inside the womb, and I have also another specialization which is high risk, no, pregnancy. I take care of mothers who are sick with cancer, diabetes, hypertension, simply arthritis lang nga, hindi ko kayang gamutin, no? So I was really very desperate, no, and depressed, no, at the time. And yun na nga, sabi ko nga, I challenge God, no? Sabi ko, if you really want me to become a doctor or a good doctor, then you should treat me first. So that's how, so I went into other things, acupuncture, mga chiropractic medicine, just to relieve me, no, of my pain. So I came across yung mga naturals nga, mga alternate, mga supplementation. So I experimented basically on myself. And because I was a doctor, lahat ng iniinom ko, syempre nare-research ko muna kasi takot syempre ako, no, baka kung anong mangyari sa akin. So that's how I came across natural medicine. So when I got healed, so parang it was also the turning point, no? Sabi ko, since you gave me another life, sabi ko, then I should give it back to you. So I should, share also the good news to other people.
Right. So you see, here is where in the allopathic medicine, hanggang ngayon, marami pang walang kasagutan.
Yeah.
No? And it is a pure example of what happened to you.
What happened to me, yeah.
No? But we know for a fact that the almighty designer of this body is not a designer na bibigyan sa iyo yung katawan nito, bahala ka na sa buhay mo.
Yeah, because we were not born with disease,
Diba?
Yeah, we were not born with
So,
disease.
words,
We were perfect when God made us, yeah.
But how about when you contracted some shortcomings?
Yeah.
No? Here is where you see na makikita natin na yung katawan natin kayang bumalik sa dati if given the right approach. But if supposing ang akala mo tama at binugbog mo, lalong matititurate.
Yeah, deteriorate.
Hindi ba? Kaya ngayon nakita natin si Doktora a pure example of how she pondered on trying to search out for her own problem that leads her to a company, no? Involving in different kind of supplements, no?
Yeah.
And later on we will try to pick on what they are, no? Now we have a good question over here. Good AM from 0905-2370-272. Good AM, Sir Vic. Ano ang magandang supplement to maintain for maintenance para sa liver na lalo na pag mataas ang SGPT? Kahit uminom ako regularly ng silimarin, regularly, thanks po. Anong
Actually,
masasabi mo?
the liver is a detoxification organ. No? So, most of the things that we eat, they usually go through the liver. So, it's also very important, not just to take supplements. Sabi ko nga, we should limit also the toxins that come in contact with the body. That will, of course, harm the liver, no?
Siyang
All
tigasala,
the more,
no?
yeah.
Diba?
All the more. So, it's not just enough. Kasi we have just thinking, anyway, I'm taking supplements, I have the right to eat anything. No, of course not, no? So, most of the time, tumataas yung SGPT natin when we have what we call the fatty liver, no? Meaning to say, nabalutan na ng taba yung ating atay, no? So, anong gagawin mo? Siyempre, limit mo din yung fat intake mo, no? Especially yung mga trans fat, for example, no? And because they are not, hindi natin sila natutunaw or na-metabolize sa katawan natin, no? For a very long time. So, they get absorbed to the body. So, kaya nagkakaroon tayo ng mga sakit na ganito, no? So, kailangan iwasan natin yung mga oily food talaga or even meat, no, for that matter, to limit talaga the insult, no, to the liver. Of course, alcohol intake is also one, no? But the most na talagang hindi natin masyadong pinapansin na nagkukos ng fatty liver is actually soft drinks intake, no? Which is the more common than alcoholic intake, no?
Do you know that they had a study in order to see whether your functionality, liver functionality, is at par or under par? Ang ginawa nila, check your enzyme profile, SGPT, SGOT, and then afterwards, uminom ka ng alak. Or kaya uminom ka ng gamot. Pagkatapos, i-check mo ulit. Pag oras na halimbawa yung enzyme profile mo, the SGPT, SGOT, ay bumaba, o tumaas, that means say, kahit na ganun lang, hindi mo kayang salaan. That means say, may kakulangan yung liver mo. So, in other words, that will now progress into, first and foremost, ang liver function is compromised. So, yun ang nagiging fatty liver. But fatty liver can be also tumatagal din. No? Yun lang ang problema. Pag hindi mo na-treat yun, ano nangyari?
Nagiging cirrhosis, yeah. That's right.
Diba? So, cirrhosis of the liver, maraming compromise.
Yeah.
No?
And stage na yan halos.
Maraming
Liver,
compromise.
it
Even
will lead to liver failure.
papunta sa cancer. No?
Yeah, or liver failure.
But ang napaka-importante yung liver sa Chinese traditional medicine. Di ba? Not only it filters out, but it's the one responsible to produce the right sugar when you are lack. No? At hindi lang yun, siyang nagproduce ng IGF-1, which trigger different glands.
Yeah.
No? So, pag alimbawa na-compromise ito, na-compromise din ang pangangailangan ng buong katawan. So, napaka-importante na halimbawa pansinin. But, ang sabi noon, nagte-take siya ng silimarin. Silimarin, yung milk thistle, which is actually for the improving the detoxification. Yung detoxification. You want to improve, but the liver is compromised. So, paano gagawin mo? Siguro, maraming mga basura. Kaya kailangan...
Right. Cleansing the colon
kailangan, bawasan natin.
Yeah.
And how do we do that?
You cleanse the colon.
Cleanse the colon, introduce coffee enema for the coffee to now excite the bile acid to flow, no? Para mabawasan. In that case, makahina ng liver. And that, in a way, the liver is the most napakagandang liver, no? Because hatiin mo ng liver, no? O kaya halimbawa, tanggalin mo isang piraso, in 120 days, it will restore back to normal because of the liver regenerating cells called the hepatocytes. Now, here is where nakikita natin ng progreso ng science to help yung regeneration of organ. Now, it's a name of the game in all the universities in the United States. They call it regenerative medicine.
Yeah.
But without knowing the basic and even the trend in the science, no? That's why they say na dati-dati ang sinasabi natin, Louis Pasteur theory, lahat ng sakit ay nanggagaling sa Louis Pasteur, no? Yung
nanggaling sa bacteria.
Then later on, in the 50s, sabi nila, it's free radical theory. No? Sabi nun, dahil sa ang katawan natin na produce ng free radicals, mga sa labas, naka-accumulate natin. So, binubugbog yung sinasabi natin ng free radical damage. No, di ba? But they found out na ang degenerative diseases ngayon ay dalawang pinaka-importante. Yung immune system mo, the thymus. And the other one is yung growth factor theory. Kaya yung liver, yung hepatocytes, na growth factor, pag binigay mo ng hepatocytes, yung growth factor, pag binigay mo nun, ay pusang magre-regenerate. In that manner, it will now enhance the liver to,
produce more the growth factor.
New liver cells. And that is what the new science in alternative medicine is. Introduction of the growth factor theory. No? So, napaka-exciting yung halimbawa, combine mo lahat nito and then bring about a new solution to yung ailing problem. Na sabi niya sa medical science, once you have a cirrhosis of the liver, irreversible, which is actually some kind of a gray area. No? Ngayon, nakikita natin na it's reversible through detoxification and of course,
nutritional supplementation.
Supplementation, lalo na, di ba? So here's another one, 0927-421-7998. Doc, kailangan mag-supplement ng tao pag old lang o kahit bata pa? Yun, doktora.
I think from the very start, we should go into supplementation talaga because as we have talked kanina, lahat ng pagkain natin ngayon talagang kulang na. No? So, kailangan we should start young. And especially yung mga young ngayon, hindi na marunong kumain ng gulay ang mga yan. No? So, the more na...
Fast food.
Yes, the more that they should start supplementation while they are young.
Yeah, correct. So, you have to start young with supplementation in order to not only for kalusugan but also to prevent.
Yeah, to prevent
diseases. Ito pa, from 0928-4242-233, ano po ang pwedeng inumin ng gamot dun sa may diferensya sa pagwiwi?
Actually, we have to know what the cause of the problem is, because unless we know the cause of the problem, we will not be able to target the disease. So there are many causes of mga problema sa pagwiwi. We have what we call UTI, which is usually caused by infection. Or kaya, pwede kang mag-UTI when you eat too much salty food, or kaya you are dehydrated lang, So, or kaya, if you drink too much soft drinks, kasi soft drinks is a diuretic, no? So, you pwede din mag-UTI because of bacteria talaga. Or you have kidney stones, you can have your repeated UTI also.
Right.
And then, sometimes, problema ka din sa pagwiwi because mga vaginal infections, no? And then, pwede din because of prostate problems, no? So, we have to know what the cause of the problem really is para we will be able to treat it. So, yung iba naman, because they're taking diuretics kasi hypertensive sila, kaya wiwi ng wiwi. O yung iba naman, diabetic, kaya wiwi ng wiwi naman sa gabi, no? So, it depends, no? Kung ano talagang pwede natin ibigay, depending kung ano yung sanhi talaga ng problema niya sa ihi.
So, here nakikita natin, you have to know first before you can...
Oo, kasi hindi naman tayo pwede yung shotgun
ang
therapy.
medical people to help you out.
No, hindi lang yun, no? Even with supplementation, no? Because there are different supplements for every problem, no? Hindi wala kasing supplements na sasabihin natin na it's an all cure, no? So, depende din.
Okay. So, commercial muna tayo. We'll come back.